you may be in the world. I do not own the rights to this music. Welcome, man, to another edition of Saturday in Proverbs. Um, you know, Proverbs is the only book in the Bible that has 31 chapters, chapter for every day of the month. And the reason I like Proverbs is because it teaches you how to deal with people, how to deal with yourself, how to live. That's why I enjoy Proverbs, because Proverbs show you how you should be living, how to deal with people, how to be accountable. See, when you start living the way you should live in Proverbs, you're gonna be accountable. Now listen, King Solomon wrote Proverbs. King Solomon was the wisest man ever, and no man will be as wise as King Solomon. So don't you think if that's the wisest person ever, they got something they can tell you? They got something they can teach you? If they're the wisest person ever, and nobody will be as wise. Okay? So how I deal with Proverbs is whatever the date of the month is, that's the chapter I start in. Okay? That's where I start. And like today is the 15th. So I start in the 15th chapter of Proverbs. So let's get into it. A soft, an- a soft answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. The tongue of the wise uses knowledge rightly, but the mouth of fools pour forth foolishness. The eyes of the Lord is in, the eyes of the Lord are in every place, keeping watch on evil and the good. A wholesome tongue is a tree of life, but perverseness in it breaks the spirit. A fool despises his father's instruction, but he who receives correction is prudent. In the house of the righteous there is much treasure, but in the revenue of the wicked is trouble. The lips of the wise disperse knowledge, but the hearts of fools does not do so. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord, but the prayers of the upright is his delight. The way of the wicked, this is verse 9. The way of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord, but he who loves him follows righteousness. I'm going to read that verse again. The way of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord, but he loves him who follows righteousness. So, what kind of person follows righteousness? Somebody that ain't gonna deceive, that ain't gonna cheat, that ain't gonna lie, that ain't gonna steal. That's a righteous person. That person does not say that person is perfect. Okay? What's going on, Rock? All right? It doesn't say that person is perfect, but that person ain't harmful. See, that's the difference in a wicked and a righteous person. See, a wicked person can't be trusted. You can't turn your back on them. You can't believe them. All right? They'll even kill you. See, that's what a wicked person will do. But a righteous person ain't gonna lay a feather on you, ain't gonna touch one hair on your head. Matter of fact, it's the righteous person that probably end up being the one being screwed. Because they ain't gonna screw nobody. All right, verse 10. Harsh discipline is for him who forsakes the way, and he who hates correction will die. Verse 11. Hell and, this is 15th chapter of Proverbs. Hell and destruction are before the Lord. So how much more the hearts of the sons of men? A scoffer does not love one who corrects him, nor will he go to the wise. A merry heart makes a cheerful countenance, but by sorrow of the heart, the spirit is broken. See, when you get sorrow in your heart, man, that's when you're taking it personal. You've now personalized this. It's all about you. Okay? It's all about you being the victim. Instead of you not realizing, man, it's just a process you got to go through. And anybody that was on the same road that you're on right now would have to go through the same process. Only difference is you don't see them. You only see yourself. Okay? Verse 14. The heart of a man who has understanding seeks knowledge, but the mouth of fools feeds on foolishness. All the days of the afflicted are evil, but he who has a merry heart has a continual feast. Verse 16. Better is a little with the fear of the Lord than great treasures with trouble. What's going on, gamer? Better is a dinner of herbs where love is than a fatted calf with hatred. A wrathful man stirs up strife, but he who is slow to anger delays contention. The way of a lazy man is like a hedge of thorns, but the way of the upright is a highway. A wise son makes a father glad, but a foolish man despises his mother. Folly is joy to him who is destitute of discernment, but a man of understanding walks uprightly. Without counsel, plans go awry, but in the multitude of counselors, they are established. Now, let me give you an example. Let me give you an example of this. See, this is verse 22. Without counsel, plans go awry, but in the multitude of counselors, they are established. Look at the submarine man. Didn't want to hear no counsel. Didn't want to hear no advice. See, you got so many people out here right now, that are complaining or see a problem, but yet they don't want to listen to nobody. See, they don't want to accept any guidance because their ego is in the way. See, that's what that is. When your ego gets so big, you ain't trying to listen to nobody because it's all about you and what you see and what you believe. You see, and that goes to show you that sometimes your ego can get you killed because you won't listen. Let me say that again. See, sometimes your ego can get you killed because you won't listen. Can't nobody tell you nothing because you know everything. You got all the answers and you dismiss anything constructive that comes your way. Okay? Verse 23. A man has joy by the answer of his mouth, and a word spoken in due season, how good it is. The way of life winds upward for the wise, that he may turn away from hell below. The Lord will destroy the house of the proud, but he will establish the boundary of the widow. The thoughts of the wicked are an abomination to the Lord, but the words of the pure are pleasant. He who is greedy of gain troubles his own house, but he who hates bribes will live. The heart of the righteous study how to answer, but the mouth of the wicked pours out evil. The Lord is far from the wicked, but he hears the prayers of the righteous. The light of the eyes rejoices the heart, and a good report make the bones healthy. The ears that hear the rebukes of life will abide among the wise. He who disdains destruction despises his own soul, but he who heeds rebuke gets understanding. The fear of the Lord is the instruction of wisdom, and before honor is humility. See, and this is the this was the New King James Version that I just read. So let me read it from the Message Bible, because it'll give you a little bit more of today's. You'll be able to see that more in today's language than you could in the New King James. Listen to this. A gentle response diffuses anger, but a sharp tongue kindles temper fire. You notice how when somebody reacts with the same fervor and things get heated? This is saying, man, when somebody coming at you with a lot of anger, all you got to do is just respond to them gently. And whatever anger, that man, it'll break it just like that, like breaking a fever. But see, most of us, we acting kind. Somebody come at us raw, we coming back at them raw. But the Bible say a gentle response will break that. Verse 2. Knowledge flows like spring water. Knowledge flows like spring water from the wise. Fools are leaky faucets, dripping nonsense. God doesn't miss a thing. He's alert to good and evil alike. Kind words heal and help. Cutting words wound and maim. Moral dropouts won't listen to their elders. Welcoming correction is a mark of good sense. And saying this is one of the problems we have right now is the young people know everything. You can't tell them nothing. They won't listen to nobody. They got all the answers. See, they don't realize that you walk down the same road that they now on. And you can tell them where the pitfalls are, where the dangers, where the detours. See, you can tell them what to look out for, but you old school. See, they don't want to listen to you because you do it the old-fashioned way. And they got to do it the new way. And look at what's it costing them, man. The lives of God, Lord, this is verse 6. The lives of God-loyal people flourish. A misspent life is soon bankrupt. Perceptive words spread knowledge. Fools are hollow. There's nothing to them. Verse 8. God can't stand poised poses, but he delights in genuine prayer. God can't stand pious poses. In other words, you trying to impress with your fervor. Oh God. Yeah, you ever seen some deacons, boy, they be getting, hallelujah. Hey, always that, see, that God ain't with that. God don't need all that. That's just performing. Oh man, Deke show cut up a prayer today, and none of that shit work. You ever notice how Deke be in there praying, and his life is jacked up, and he praying for somebody else, and his life is jacked up, and they so up, man. I mean, oh man, Deke cut up a storm today, and that's all Deke did was cut up for him, cause God ain't listening to that. God don't need that show. God don't need all of that. All right? God can't stand. Okay, this verse 9. A life frittered away disgusts God. He loves those who run straight for the finish line. It is a school of hard knocks for those who leave God's path. A dead end street for those who hate God's rule. Man, did you just hear that? This is chapter 15 of Proverbs, verse 10. It's a school of hard knocks for those who leave God's path. A dead-end street for those who hate God's rules. Even hell hold no secrets from God. Do you think he can't read human hearts? Know-it-alls don't like being told what to do. They avoid the company of wise men and women. A cheerful heart brings a smile to your face. A sad heart makes it hard to get through the day. An intelligent person is always eager to take in more truth. Food feeds on fast food fads and fancies. A miserable heart means a miserable life. A cheerful heart fills the day with song. See, and this is how you can tell a person with a miserable heart. Because they always complaining. They ain't never got nothing good to say about nothing, nobody. Always some drama around them. That's a person with a miserable heart. And some of them can be your best friends, or even your family members. You see, and you got to pay attention to that. And rather than you feeding into the foolishness, because you know they are miserable inside based on their actions. See, that's the person you want to get away from. That ain't the person you trying to follow. That ain't the person you even trying to listen to. Because whatever advice they're going to give you is going to be destructive. And if you follow it, and you can't blame nobody but yourself because you knew better. See, you've known all along that person was messy. That person had a lot of drama going on. You've known this. But you don't want to hurt their feelings. And see, and a lot of us are in situations today because we don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. And look at what it cost us. When you should have hurt their feelings, maybe you wouldn't be tied down with them babies. you know, or that STD because you didn't want to hurt nobody's feelings. And look at the sacrifice you had to make. Too many of us right now. And I'm guilty, man. I've been there. I done got screwed because I ain't want to hurt nobody's feelings. And it was a lesson learned. Okay? Let's get back. Um, a simple life in the fear of God is better than a rich life with a ton of headaches. Better a bread crust shared in love than a slab of prime rib served with hate. Hot tempers start fights. A cool, a calm, cool spirit keeps the peace. Listen to this again, y'all. See, hot tempers starts fights. A calm, cool spirit keeps the peace. See, so next time, and when you start getting into this book, then you see, hold on a second, Lord. As y'all can see, I'm still here. One more day, man. I'm gonna enjoy this day. Tomorrow, take care of yourself. I'm not worried about tomorrow. You know, I got today. And today, I'm in the hotel. Okay? Tomorrow, take care of yourself. And I can't worry about tomorrow because I only got today. And seeing so many people miss out on today because they worry about what's going to happen tomorrow. They can't even enjoy today because they so worried about tomorrow. And you got a golden opportunity today to share something, to be something, to do something that could make your tomorrow debt free. But you don't focus on that. You focus on what you don't have for tomorrow. And consequently, you let opportunities just pass you by. All right, this is Proverbs chapter 15, verse 19. The path of lazy people is overgrown with briars. The diligent walk down a smooth road. Intelligent children make their parents proud. Lazy students embarrass their parents. The empty-headed treat life as a plaything. The perceptive grasp its meaning and make a go of it. Refuse good advice and watch your plans fail. Take good counsel and watch them succeed. Congenial conversation for the pleasure. The right word at the right time, beautiful. Life extends to the height for the thoughtful. It's a clean about face for the descent into the hell. God smashes the pretensions of the arrogant. He stands with those who have no standing. God can't stand evil scheming, but he puts words of grace and beauty on display. A greedy and grasping person destroys community. Those who refuse to exploit live and let live. Prayerful answers come from God loyal people. The wicked are sewers of abuse. God keeps his distance from the wicked. He closely attends to the prayers of God loyal people. The light of the wait a minute. A twinkle in the eye means joy in the heart, and good news make you feel fit as a fiddle. Listen to good advice if you want to live well. An honored guest among wise men and women. An undisciplined, self-willed life is puny. An obedient, God-willed life is spacious. Fear of God is a school in skilled living. First, you learn humility, then you experience glory. See, why is this thing, humility, so important? See, because it says the fear of the Lord is the instruction of wisdom, and before honor is humility. See, when you're a humble person, you ain't trying to take credit for nothing. When you're humble, see, when you're humble, God can correct you. God can guide you. It ain't about you. You ain't trying to show off. What means? What means? What means? What means? What in particular are you talking about? Before honor is humility. When you humble yourself, man. When you humble yourself, you ain't trying to take credit. When you humble yourself, man, before God, the accolades are not for you. So you got, case in point, give you a clear example. Uh, the fear of the Lord is the instruction of wisdom. He can tell you what to do. You'll follow your intuition. See, that's the only way. The only way God can talk to you is through your intuition. That's the only way, or another person. But if God gonna talk to you directly, He's gonna talk to you through your intuition. He say, the fear of the Lord. See, that fear is reverence, man. That fear is not you think God is bad. That fear is the reverence of God's power. See, when you know somebody's powerful, man, you ain't gonna mess with them. Simple as that. When shit, look at the federal government. Matter of fact, look at the FBI. How much fear they instill. Because you know they can mess over you. You see, that's respect. And when you fear if you don't fear what God, then you're gonna think all of this stuff you did. You see, all of your blessings now are a result of what you did. But yet you can't go into your future and God can. You can't see the danger ahead, but God can. And seeing most people are not living the kind of lifestyle so God can warn them of the danger that's ahead. See, that's what coming from living a righteous lifestyle. See, God will warn you, don't go that way, go this way today. This is the way I want you to go today. And you don't question, man, listen, you ever got in your car? Sometimes and just, man, you know what? This direction is telling me to go home this direction today. And you didn't follow it and you ran into something. You see, and that's what, and this is the mistake most people make. Hold on a second, y'all. Hold on a second. You see, and that's the problem, man. Most folk are not tuned in to their intuition. Most folk couldn't tell you what their intuition voice sounds like because they got so many voices in their head trying to be the default voice, and they haven't figured out which one is the right one. You see, you're gonna make some when you're trying to learn the voice of your intuition. You're gonna make some mistakes. You're gonna make some mistakes when you're trying to learn that voice. When you're trying to follow that voice, you're gonna make some mistakes. And see, and unfortunately, when most people make those kind of mistakes, they throw in the towel. See, they lose faith. You got a lot of people out here with midget faith trying to fight giants. And they know they got midget faith. And they out here trying to fight a giant. And then when they get crushed and destroyed, now they want to blame God. See, they want to question God because you went into a fight knowing you got midget faith and you trying to take on a giant. You're going to be overwhelmed. Build up your midget faith first. And as your midget faith start growing, then you can take on some big issues. And with True Conductor, how do you know when your midget faith is working? Because you're gonna start seeing results. See, that's why the Bible say, don't despise small beginnings. See, a lot of people look at their faith and small beginnings and discount it because they want to do the miraculous. See, they want to be able to walk in and do the miraculous just like this. And they ain't got the foundation to stand on. Because, see, it's easy, man, to give yourself too much credit. Let me say that again. It's easy to give yourself too much credit. How do you know when you're giving yourself too much credit? Because that's when you bask in the accolades of people. See, when people realize all they got to do is compliment you, bullshit you, and you'll give them anything they want, they don't have to mean it. All they got to do is flatter your ego, and they can get anything they want. See, that's when a person is full of themselves. When it's all about them. Oh, look at what True Conductor did. Look at the tour company he built. Look at the dinnerware I did. Look at this dinnerware I did. How successful that is. And see, and people start believing that it was them. And unfortunately, you got some people that will forget about the trials and tribulations they had to walk through to get to where they are. See, when you gon' achieve something, you gonna sacrifice something. And see, and this is the thing, a lot of these young kids don't want to accept. They don't want to give up nothing. They want to have their cake and eat it too. That's what a lot of these young kids, man, they want to have their cake and eat it too. And that just might not be the case, man. You're going to have to give something up. You're going to have to sacrifice something. You're going to have to let something go. And that's what's hurting so many people because they don't want to let nothing go. So they'll give up their dreams. They'll give up their plans. They'll give up their ideas because they don't want to be inconvenienced. And see, and this is how you develop discipline. When you can let some stuff go and don't look back, it's gone. Ladies, let me tell you how you can recognize a disciplined man. See, a disciplined man, when a disciplined man see a pretty woman, a pretty fine woman walking toward him, he gonna enjoy what's in front of him. Once she passed by him, see, a disciplined man ain't gonna do this. A disciplined man ain't gonna do that. Whenever a pretty woman walk by a disciplined man, he ain't gonna do this. He ain't gonna do that. He gonna enjoy what's in front of him. Cause looking back ain't gonna serve no purpose. That's how you can tell a disciplined person. Man, when they can walk by some stuff and don't give it no attention, they disciplined. And you got a whole lot of people that ain't got no discipline. They ain't got no discipline. None whatsoever. The least little thing can get them off track. The least little thing can throw a monkey wrench into what they trying to do. See, when you got discipline, even when the devil is trying to make you panic, you don't look back to question God. Hot diggity dog. Man, see, when you got discipline and you see adversity coming, you can you can look it right in the face and keep on walking. See, because the minute you turn around and look like this back at adversity, now you done question, you second guessing God. And this is what so many of us are doing. See, when adversity come to us, got us so scared. And once it passes us, we turn, because we're scared. We turn and look back. And what did God tell when Lot was leaving Sodom and Gomorrah? What did God say? Don't look back. If you look back, you're going to be turned into a pillar of salt. Hold up. I just, I just saw that. I just read that today. Um, Okay, uh, right here, verse 29. The Lord is far from the wicked, but he hears the prayers. That's not what I'm looking for. That's not what I'm looking for. Um, hold on a second here. See, and this is one of the things that a lot of mistake a lot of people are making. They're looking back. They're looking back. And see, and when you look back at something, see, you ain't sure about what you saw when you look back. But see, when you see it coming, and you got the discipline, oh, you think you're gonna scare me because I ain't got the money but for one more day? Man, I'm show you. I'm gonna come in here and I'm still gonna get on the internet. I'm still gonna do what I do. And I'm not worried about tomorrow. Tomorrow will take care of itself. All I got is today. So what can I do today that could be an answer for tomorrow? See, a lot of y'all sitting down worrying about tomorrow, but you ain't looking for no solutions that could be your answer for tomorrow. And remember, I told you, man. See, and this is the difference between a proactive mind and a reactive mind. Because when you're proactive and you face with some, with it, you don't focus on the situation because you scanning the horizon trying to see, man, I know it's an answer out there somewhere. I know the answer is out there somewhere. Okay, I know it's out there. I know my answer is out there somewhere. And I'm still scanning the horizon because I want to see the least little flicker. I want it to get my attention. That's what I'm looking for right there. But if I'm worried, see, if I'm second guessing myself, if I'm filled with anxiety, that's all I'm attracted to me. Because that's what my mental energy is, on worry. My mental energy ain't on solution. My mental energy ain't, man, God gonna open up a way. Now, 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 I honor Saturday as the Sabbath. I don't work for myself on the Sabbath, okay? Which is Saturday. I follow the calendar. My calendar goes from Sunday to Saturday. See, most folk follow man from Monday to Sunday, okay? I follow the calendar from Sunday to Saturday. And with this being the Sabbath, man, I'm not gonna panic that I just had money to pay for one day. I ain't worried about tomorrow. Because tomorrow, man, I could be debt free. God could give me an idea today that can make me debt free in the next minute. And see, and this is the thing about God. See, you can't explain God. When God start working in your life, you ain't gonna be able to explain it. See, when you're making it happen, you can explain that. Oh man, I just got this hunch to go look at a car. and went down, and man, I was blessed enough. I got me a down payment. Look how God blessed me. You know how many folk then got something new and gave God the credit for it, and God ain't had nothing to do with that. Cause down the road, they end up losing it. And my Bible say the the blessing of the Lord, he don't add no sorrows to that. See, if God gave it to you, it's gonna be debt free. See, that's one of the reasons I ain't out here trying. Man, as bad as I need a van for my business, bad as I need one, I don't go out here trying to find me a van. God gonna God gonna deliver that van. That van gonna come right to me. It's gonna come right to me, and I'm not gonna have to, and it's gonna be debt free. It's gonna be debt free. And see, and here's the, and see, and this is the mistake a lot of y'all making. A lot of y'all are letting your friends and family talk you out of miracles, believing God for miracles, because they think you crazy. Because you believe in God gonna give you a van and you ain't gonna have to pay for it. Because they can't see nothing like that happening in their life by the way they live. So since they can't see it happening in their life, you're crazy if you think that's gonna happen in your life. See, you done lost it because you're believing for something they can't see happening for them, and that's how people start putting you down. And when you start listening to that negativity, now you're second guessing. Now your belief is compromised because you don't let some doubt in. And see, and let me show you something. See, either faith is the substance of things hoped for. Let me read this. Thank you, Lord. Read it to you. Let me read it to you. Then you'll have it. You'll know. Yeah, Hebrews. See, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Here we go, right here. This is uh, woo, listen to this, y'all. This is not Hebrews chapter 10. And I want to go to I'm gonna go to verse 32. But recall the former days in which, after you were illuminated, you endured a great struggle with suffering, partly while you were made a spectacle both by reproaches and tribulations, and partly while you became companions of those who were so treated. For you had compassion on me, in my chains and joyfully accepted the plundering of your goods, knowing that you have a better and enduring possession for yourselves in heaven. Therefore, do not cast away your confidence. This is verse 35 um, of Hebrews 10, verse 35. Therefore, do not cast away your confidence, which has great reward. Verse 36. For you have need of endurance, so that after you have done the will of God, you may receive the promise. See, you have to endure. Man, you can't second guess God. And this is the mistake a lot of people for. Oh, verse 37. For yet a little while, and he who is coming will come and will not tarry. Now the just shall live by faith. But if anyone draws back, my soul has no pleasure in him. See, if this is verse 38. Now the just shall live by faith. But if anyone draws back, my soul has no pleasure in him. Okay? How do you draw back from your faith, true conductor? You start second guessing yourself. You start doubting that what you heard originally was right. See, when you start second guessing yourself, see, a lot of y'all done had ideas. Manifest those ideas and got beat down to the ground. And you threw the towel in because you thought you heard the wrong thing. And that idea was just trying to condition you, to train you. See, because most of y'all ain't used to listening to your intuition, you have to be trained. And that's where a lot of y'all fail in the training. Because you give up under pressure. When the pressure comes, instead of you pressing in, you give up. Oh man, that's just my luck. That's the way it always happened. You see, now you're gonna start counting yourself out. Man, that's how it worked for me. I take 2 steps forward and 10 steps back. You counting yourself out. See, you done gave up because you can't see the way. See, you can't see the answer how it's coming. So you throw the towel in. And the Bible say, now the just shall live by faith. What is faith, true conductor? Go down to chapter 11, verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. For it by elders obtain a good testimony. Let me read it to you in the Message Bible. The fundamental fact of existence is that this trust in God, this faith, is the firm foundation under everything that makes life worth living. If our handle on what we can't see, it's our handle on what we can't see. The act of faith is what distinguished our ancestors, set them above the crowd. See, man, when you start believing in things that you can't see, God says you are now activating your faith. Because faith is the substance. Wait a minute. Let me show you something. I just saw this in the spirit. I just saw this in my spirit. Um, Substance, a particular kind of matter with uniform properties. A steel tube coated with a waxy substance. The real physical matter of which a person or thing consists and which has a tangible, solid presence. Faith is the substance, faith is the glue that you need. See, see, when it says faith is the substance of things hoped for, that's the glue that you're using to hold this vision in your head. Because it don't exist. Faith is the substance of things hoped for. See, what you're hoping for don't even exist. That's what you're believing God for, something that don't even exist. And this is where the rubber meets the road, man. When you believe in God for something that don't even exist. And see, and that thing that don't exist can either be a midget or a giant. Let me say that again. See that see that healing that you believe in God for. That's a giant. And you trying to defeat it with some midget faith. Because you ain't being truthful with yourself. You ain't being honest with yourself. Instead of saying, man, I don't think I had the faith for that. Let me build my faith up. I need to get some victories under my belt so I can understand how to operate this, to activate this. See, a lot of y'all don't even know how to even activate your faith. You don't know the mindset that you need to be in to activate your faith. And yes, you have to be in a mindset. Because it said, now faith is the substance of things hoped for. Man, and thank you, Lord, and I'm seeing as I'm talking. This is one of the mistakes I've been making. You know, I say I want a van, but I don't see myself riding in that van. And that's a mistake. And this is how God gonna show you. When you're helping other people, see, he'll show you the mistakes you making. See, I haven't seen myself riding in my van. I haven't seen myself eating off my dinnerware. See, I ain't never seen myself eating off this. See, that's the substance. When you believe it, you see yourself with it. And that's a mistake a lot of people are making. Man, I sure hope y'all got something out of this. I hope I help somebody. Stop looking at what is. You can't do nothing about what is. Okay? Don't focus on what is. Focus on what you want. And you got a part to play in that. Now, if you holding a lot of animosity and unforgiveness and hatred and division in your heart, this ain't gonna work for you. And see, and you got so many people out there that are at odds with somebody, in disagreement with somebody, and still want God to answer their prayers. They don't want to let that unforgiveness go. They don't want to let that division, that animosity, that vindictiveness, they don't want to let it go. But they still expect God to be there for them. And this is the mistake most of the Christians are making today. They live in how they want, the way they want, any kind of way they want, and they still expect God to be there for them. And God is saying, that ain't true. You ain't gonna live any kind of way you want and still think I'm gonna be there. See, I wish a whole lot of people, I wish a whole lot of people would grab a hold to this, all right? This is Proverbs chapter 1, since this is Saturday in Proverbs. So let me show you this. The call of wisdom. This is verse 20. Wisdom call aloud outside. She raises her voice in the open squares. She cries out in chief concourses. At the openings of the gates in the city, she speaks her words. How long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity? For scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Turn it, my rebuke. Surely I will pour my spirit out on you. I will make my words known to you. Because I have called and you refuse, I have stretched out my hand and no one regarded. Because you disdain all my counsel and would have none of my rebuke. See, that goes to show you, even with the sinner man, God is still reaching out his hand. Come on over here. Turn away from that. Turn. Don't do that. Okay? Because you disdain all my counsel and would have none of my rebuke, I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your terror comes. Man, listen. Them guys that got killed down in that submarine, you think terror didn't come up on them for 1 minute? You think they wasn't praying? Somebody on that ship wasn't praying? And see, and with that little young boy that was scared anyway, he probably the one that panicked. And now you're in a confined space. And you can't go nowhere. You think they didn't panic? You think they didn't call on God? You think some of these people that have been beaten and shot, you think they didn't call on God? Because you disdain all my counsel and would have none of my rebuke, I will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your terror comes. When your terror comes like a storm and your destruction comes like a whirlwind. When distress and anguish come upon you. Then they will call upon me, but I will not answer. They will seek me diligently, but they will not find me. Because they hated knowledge and did not choose to fear the Lord. They would have none of my counsel and despise my every rebuke. Therefore, they shall eat the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own fancies. For the turning away of the simple will slay them, and the complacency of fools will destroy them. But whoever listens to me will dwell safely and will be secure without fear or evil. See, when you live a righteous lifestyle, thank you, Lord. I share that with him too. See, when you live a righteous lifestyle, you can say, he who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, and in him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver me from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover me with his feathers, and under his wings I'll find refuge. See, that's when you have a relationship with God, you ain't got to panic. Glory to God. Glory to God. When you got a relationship with God Almighty, buddy, you ain't got to panic. Because you know it's just a process. And God gonna open up a way. God gonna open up a way. You don't know how. You don't know where. And you don't know when. All you believe in is God is gonna open up a way. When I need it, he gonna be there. Man, I've had moments. When I first moved in this hotel, I literally had to check out and go sit in my car. God said, don't move. Check out, put your stuff in your car, and sit there. And while sitting there, man, I got some money. I got some money to get back in here. And when I came back, God said, well, you know the room ain't clean? I said, man, I just came out of it. Ain't like I'm going in behind somebody else. I'm going in behind myself. So I ain't worried about it. Give me the room back. And that's what I'm trying to say. Man, don't panic. Because, listen, let me go to verse 9. Because you made the Lord, who is my refuge, even the Most High, your dwelling place, no evil shall befall you, nor shall any plague come near your dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over you, to keep you in all your ways. In their hands they shall bear you, lest you dash your foot against the stone. You shall tread upon the lion and the cobra, the young lion and the serpent. You shall trample underfoot. Because he set his love upon me, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high because he has known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. Man, if you ain't reading the 91st Psalm over your family, on your children, and your loved ones. See, every day, man, a lot of people take this for granted. When they walk out their door, they coming back. They take that for granted. A lot of people take that for granted. When they walk out their door, they coming back. And some of them don't make it back because you took it for granted. And see, and a lot of Christians, rarely will you find a Christian when they walk out their door say, Lord, give me safe passage for me, my children, my grandchildren, and whoever else you want to include. See, rarely do people ask for that when they walk out their door. They just automatically assume they got safe passage and get out and get in an accident and get killed. And just like that. See, the reason you need to be trying to get your life right now, because in a split second, man, you can be gone. And you won't have a chance to ask for forgiveness. In a split second, you can be gone before you can even open up your mouth. And see, and that's what a lot of people waiting on. That last minute. And they're going to miss the boat. Get it right now, man. So you can start working on it now. And by you doing, because, see, let me show you something. Uh, um, this is Isaiah chapter 58. And I'm going to go down to verse 13. If you turn away your foot from the Sabbath, from doing your pleasure on my holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight, the holy day of the Lord honorable, and shall honor him, not doing your own ways, nor finding your own pleasure, nor speaking your own words, then you shall delight yourself in the Lord. And I will cause you to ride on the high hills of the earth, and feed you with the heritage of Jacob your father. The mouth of the Lord has spoken. See, there's a blessing, man. I'm searching. You know, I'm not doing my pleasure on this day. See, I'm not speaking my words on this day. I'm not doing business as usual. See, I'm not using the Sabbath to do all of my shopping, washing my car, and doing my laundry. See, look at all of the things that we do on God's day, and then we'll turn around and take man's Sabbath and use that to honor the Lord. But we don't want to use his Sabbath, but we use man's Sabbath, and we expect God to perform miracles on man's Sabbath and not his. See, that's the state of Christianity right now. See, most Christians are looking for God to perform miracles on the first day of the week and not the seventh day of the week. And get upset because he don't function, because it don't work. And yet, you ain't trying to correct the wrong day. He say, listen, cry aloud, spare not. Lift up your voice like a trumpet. Tell my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins. Yet they seek me daily. See, see, it ain't about whether people gonna listen or not. But are you trying to inform them? That's what it's about. It's about, are you doing your part to enlighten them? Whether they want to accept it or not, you still got your part to play. And see, and a lot of us don't want to play our parts. But we still want God to play his part. But we can't play our part. And we trying to hold God accountable for his part. And we want to fall short on our part. See, we want to compromise on the part we supposed to play to activate him. But we expect him not to compromise when it comes to us. God, dog. And that's what a lot of people do, man. A lot of people compromise when it comes to God and get offended if they think God is compromising and dealing with them. Okay? Man, I hope y'all got something from this, man. I hope y'all got something. I hope you got something. See, you got a part to play in this. And the part you play ain't complicated. But it ain't easy. It's not easy walking in your righteousness, man. Because sometimes you're going to get offended. And sometimes you're going to cuss a mofo out. Okay? Because you ain't perfect. But you ain't going to hurt nobody either. You ain't going to take advantage of nobody. You ain't going to try to use nobody either. All right? So that's it. That's it for me, y'all. Okay? For my Saturday in Proverbs. This is one of the things I'm trying to do. You know, next Saturday, I'll be on the 22nd chapter of Proverbs. Okay? And like I said, Proverbs, if you want to know how to live as a Christian, get in the book of Proverbs. It'll tell you how to live, man. It'll tell you how to interact with people. It'll tell you a lot of the things that you're doing, good or bad. It'll show you. All right? And when you start being accountable for the lifestyle you live, that's the only thing God can judge you by. God can't judge you by how somebody else living. He can only judge you by the lifestyle you live. Okay? Because the lifestyle you live is what gonna come back to you. All right? Thank y'all. Okay? And I'll see you later.